What's up, Internet Land? Zachamus Prime, aka Zachamus Prime, here with another Transformers review. And today, the figure we're going to be reviewing is the Studio Series Scrapper. And so, here he is. And another of the Studio Series Constructicons. This one just came out. Picked him up at online. But anyhow, first thing that struck me about this guy is he's got a really doofy face. Like, I just looked at him and I was like, man, what a dork. I don't know. It's just my opinion. But yeah, this is a Decepticon that never saw any screen time, really. And I guess there was concept art for him, and that's what this is based off of, but who knows for sure. Some really, really tiny, little tiny red paint apps in there. And the eyes themselves, I don't even know if they're painted. It's interesting, so he's got all this yellow sculpt on him, but his head is actually not. Why is my autofocus not autoing? His head is actually not sculpted in yellow. It's painted in yellow. I'm guessing this is, I would say, probably gray plastic. I don't know. Anyhow, in terms of accessories, what you see is what you get. He comes with nothing. He's got an arm and a little cloth thingamajig here. And that's pretty much it. There he is from the back. There he is from the front. In terms of posability, he's got, his head is on a ball joint, but really it just allows him to look down. Not even really up, just down. And then that ball joint is on a hinge, which allows for some left and right motion. And then this hinge is on another hinge, which allows for just a smidge of up and down. So there he is, all the way down, all the way up, all the way left, all the way right. His shoulders are on these universal style hinges. There's a hinge that goes from here to here. This strut thingamajig gets in the way of that motion. He does go all the way out for a full tree pose. He's got a swivel at this whatever. It's not technically a bicep, but you know, it's a whatever. He's got a joint there and a joint there. And he's got a joint here. But that's technically a transformation joint. But you know what? He can punch himself in the shoulder. If you want him to, he can punch himself in the face if you want him to. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Shut up! His other arm is all the same posability, with the exception of this. This is different. He's got a swivel right here and a hinge right here. You can move these little claw parts and that opens, but I guess that's technically more for transformation than anything else. He's got hips that move like so, just a bit. And he's got a joint that moves up and down. So his leg goes forward this much, goes backwards this much. He's got a pivot right here, and the knee bends only that much. And doesn't straighten any further either, so. No articulation in the ankle, no tilt, no rocker, no nothing you can. I mean, this comes apart for transformation, but it's not a strong enough joint for any functional use. And that is that. So let's get him transformed up. So to get him transformed, what you want to start with is pull here to disengage that tab. disengage the tab on the other side. You want to lift right here, put your finger through to push out the chest. So this chest tabs in. If it's tabbed in all the way, you'll need to push on that. If you just leave it just sitting there like that, you don't actually need to push from the back. Then you're going to push this down and it's going to clip into place like that. And then the chest is going to close back up on that. Again, you can push it and tab it onto those tabs, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to get off. So it sits there just fine as it is. These little tabs right here are going to seat in these little divots right there, like that. Turn it over, you've got the cockpit area here. Open that up, pull this over. Now what you want to do is move his arms in like so. Just to kind of put them into place. I wouldn't recommend tabbing this in quite yet. You want to actually get the arms fully situated before you tab them in. So you want to rotate this, and there's a tab right here, and it's going to go into a slot right in here. And for the other side as well. And then there's a tab on this arm. It's going to go into a slot right here, like that. And then you want to rotate this claw and put these little claw arms in. By claw, I meant that little fist thingamajig right there. Now you want to take this tab on the back of this punch thing is going to go into this weird slot right there. And it's going to seat in there. But I've never really felt that it seats very well. Open that up, and that is it basically for the front of the vehicle. So now what you want to do is you want to bring these legs back a bit. You want to open up this all the way, disconnect it from the tire. Then you want to take and rotate the tire at this joint here. That allows you to bend this and extend this to come out. And you're going to clip this back into place. And then you're going to bring this up and rotate it right there. And when you rotate it, this tab's going to go into that slot. And then this tab, this little shape right here, is going to fit into that hollow right there. And that tab is going to go into this slot. So we'll put that all the way up. Move this down. Tab that in. And that's one side. We're going to do the same thing for the other side. So disconnect that, bend that, move these past each other. Okay. Bend this around. Rotate this. Whoops, I didn't want to bend that around. Rotate this like so. Clip that in there. Clip that in there. Clip that in there. And there you have Scrapper in his vehicle mode. And he is some sort of a front end loader thing. He's got spinning tires, and you can take this, all these joints line up probably by design, and so you can move this up and down, which is honestly more action feature than a lot of these Constructicons have. And there you have it. He's got big old connectors here that they look like they'll hold a 5mm peg, and he's got a smaller hexagonal socket here. I wonder if that'll hold a 3mm something. I don't have one of those on me though. But of course he doesn't have any accessories to go there, and it's yeah, I don't know what's up with all that. But in any case, that's what it is. And alrighty, thanks everybody for watching. Kind of a short video, as these first party reviews often tend to be. But thanks everybody for watching. You guys are fantastic. Stay awesome and be good to each other. See ya. Bye.